Alaa, right?
Allah.
Allah. So
Yep.
I heard in news like Syria is bleeding, and it was like heartbreaking to hear such news and see some photos
Yeah.
like children died and floating in ocean. Can you elaborate?
Well, it's very complicated to talk about Syria right now because yeah, there's a war there, but no one knows what is about or why. Uh, I think a lot of country it's involved in this war, so we don't know why they fight.
So
But
like,
it's really about oil and money and interest
so
in the
what
country.
the government is doing right now? Like, why is
Um,
government
uh,
not acting on it?
do you mean the government?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there is no actual government in Syria because there is like groups, and each group supported from an land, so it's like a proxy war. So no one believe in like one actual government, so everyone can support it. So people there are pretty divided to a lot of groups, but there is one group which like the real government in Syria, which the United Nations know it as a government, but it's like dictatorial government. No one believe in it.
So in all of this, I feel like the people are like suffering in all of this.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
yeah. So what do you think? How can it be resolved? Like the situation won't remain same, right? In coming future.
Well, I don't think it's easy in the coming years. I think it needs a lot, like at least 10 years to be better. The problem is that like there is the president there, Bashar al-Assad. No one wants him from the people, Syrian people, but the United Nations want him to be in his position. So it's a war about power, and the power is divided between the full powers countries like Russia, China, and
Yeah,
USA,
veto power.
and the Gulf states. Yeah, the greater power. So as long as the greater power doesn't agree about solution, so there is no solution in Syria.
In Syria, which language is preferred? Like, do you have your native language?
No, it's Arabic.
Arabic.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing, like one must like when you go to visit Syria, like you
Mhm.
must go places in Syria.
Do you mean like a tourist
Yeah,
visitor?
tourist places.
Yeah. I don't think that's really easy to visit Syria in this time, but if people want to visit it, so I think the most important city to visit is Damascus because it's the oldest city in the world, the oldest capital city in the world. It's like eight, 8 or 11,000 years old. So there is a lot of stuff
So
to see.
so I really want to know like Syria is suffering, okay, in all this, like government matters and world politics, like America is involved. So how can normal people like me can support like by Facebook or social media? How can we support Syria in this movement?
Yeah, that's a hard question. Uh, people in Syria fight for freedom. They want freedom. They want to live first life, like normal life, like any other people's.
And that's
And
their
it's really hard to.
fundamental right as well. Like that's
Mhm.
fundamental right in democracy. But still
Exactly.
Yeah, not getting that.
No, there is no freedom in Syria. People can't say what they want. They have a lots of they have a really huge problem now, economic problem because of Kaisar. It's like punishment for the Syrian government, which is called Kaisar, and means uh, uh, it's economic punishment. So people, Syrian people or Syrian businessmen can't buy or sell anything out of Syria. So the economic situation now in Syria is really really hard. People don't have electricity. They don't have like real food. They try just to find like sell food from just from Syria, and it's really hard. So
So
they need a lot of things.
so how did you get to like how did you go to Norway? Like
Well, it's a really long story because I left Syria because of the war. So I lived in other countries before, and then I take the boat against Norway, and I came here.
okay, fortunate
Yeah.
enough.
hmm I mean, I see that you are recording now the meeting.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
you recording it? Why? What are you gonna use it for?
yeah. So I've been talking to like 4 to 5 people, and I'm going to make
Uh-huh.
a video series in which I
Mm-hmm.
like go about insights of any country. It can be a
Mm-hmm.
problem, or like if you are going to visit someday to any
Mm-hmm.
country. So what places or what things you need to keep in mind. So for
Mm-hmm.
that basis, I am keeping it know the world with me.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck then.
Thank you.